What is Crabcore? The infamous trend of moving like a crab during a metalcore breakdown, it was a huge deal back in the MySpace era. Not only that, but it was also part of the whole goofy neon pop monster merch, whatever. Remember back when metal wasn't taking itself so seriously? Did you ever wonder where it started, why it became so popular? That's what we're gonna find out today. So my friend, as usual, take a cup of coffee, cigarette, mac and cheese, whatever you feel like as we explore the MySpace Crabcore era. So, according to Wikipedia, it started with Bless the Fall in 2007. But with all due respect, I think we all know where it really started. I mean, I was there, I lived it, I was a fan of it, and I'm like 98% sure Attack Attack is the band that started the whole Crabcore thing. Also, before moving on, I wanted to say thank you to Wikipedia for showing us what a crab is. I really don't think I could have figured it out by myself. So now you might wonder, what exactly makes a band qualify as Crabcore? In terms of fashion, I would say you needed very skinny jeans, classic scene hair, a very deep V-neck. If you have a chest piece tattoos, you might get some bonus points, some Vans slip-ons or Tums, and then, musically, you need crazy over-the-top electro synth parts, auto-tune clean singing, some cool breakdowns, obviously, and in terms of performance, you need a proper choreography as a band. It has to be very theatrical. And the last thing, but the most important, you need at least one member of your band who's always moving like a crab during the breakdowns. So yeah, as I said before, when Attack Attack released the Stick Stickly video in their iconic album Sunday Came Suddenly, it wasn't just the beginning of Crabcore. They played a big part in launching the neon pop electro metalcore wave. It was so iconic that when you hear the MySpace era, for most of us, the first thing that comes to mind is this scene hair with neon pop colors, monster designs in a goofy way. It just screams 2008, 2009 MySpace era. Now, I know, you're probably thinking, what does it have to do with Crabcore? Well, to me, the neon pop era and the Crabcore thing, it just goes hand in hand, you know? It's basically the same era. I mean, it was insane. A whole new wave of electro metalcore bands started, like Icy Stars. They were super awesome. I'd say they were more on the pop side, but they were still very big and influential nonetheless. Then we had Abandon All Ships, which was a band really pushing things to the next level. fully assuming the autotune crabcore electro thing, super theatrical and over the top. I'm sure you all remember, right? For me, We Came as Romans was kind of an in-between. Like, they were metalcore and they were part of this wave, but they were not over the top that much, at least from what I can remember. Just a good metalcore band, really. And then, my friend, we had Confide. They are the perfect example of a crabcore stereotype kind of band during that era. They literally had every single crabcore element. The scene hair, the V-neck, the crabcore moves, everything.
This doesn't mean I'll stop. I never thought that I'd believe.
Is this better? Yeah. Sorry about that. And finally, the ultimate kings of the trend, according to me, were Asking Alexandria. It was kind of a serious version of Attack Attack, if you will, with a way better songwriting in my opinion. The electro parts didn't feel out of place. It was in fact an addition to the music, and every transition was on point. I also don't think they were a meme as much as other bands. Don't get me wrong, they received a lot of hate. That being said, they were also considered a very talented metalcore band. I mean, Asking Alexandria wasn't only part of the wave, they were like rising it and riding it. We Butter the Bread is another band that deserves a special mention. They were amazing, heavier, weirder, and in my opinion, a very big part of the wave. It truly was the beginning of a new era. And as much as a lot of people were mocking it and laughing about it, the crabcore, goofy, neon pop thing really made the scene bigger and appealed to a way larger audience. I mean, most of us were former emo kids, right? So it was kind of the sweet spot between emo, goofy music and heavy metalcore. The goofiness was something that I really appreciated personally. It made it more fun and flashy and youthful, full of life, instead of always being so dark and obscure. And talking about being dark and obscure, as you probably guessed, it pissed off a ton of metal heads in the metal community. Crabcore quickly became a meme online, which, of course, only helped the bands getting more popular. Some of them were even using the memes as promotion for themselves. I mean, so many bands were part of it. Even more serious, darker bands, like Whitechapel, were selling some very flashy merch simply because it was that big. And of course, while we're talking about fashion, pretty much all the big clothing lines of the MySpace era were born during this trend. I mean, we had Ollie Sykes with his very successful brand called Drop Dead. Another very cool brand was Rocket. I'm sure you all remember. They were sponsoring so many bands in the scene. By the way, Let me know if you'd like a video about the brands. Another thing that played a very big role in the Crabcore neon pop era was the pop song covers. From bands doing songs like Toxic by Britney Spears, to other bands like Confide doing Such Great Eyes, who probably did some of the best crabcore moves out there. Tons of cool bands were doing it, and it was pushing metalcore to a way larger audience because now they could hear their favorite pop song in a heavier way. It was a brilliant way to introduce new people to heavy music. I mean, I'm sure you all remember Punk Goes Pop, right? It was all the rage back then. Unfortunately, like every trends out there, we all knew it wouldn't last forever. So the whole crabcore, neon pop, metalcore, electro, autotune, wave, call it whatever you want, it kind of ended right before MySpace died. I could be wrong about that. Let me know in the comments. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Please let me know if you want more videos like this. As always, if you want to support me and the channel, please leave a like and subscribe. Join our Discord if you didn't already. Stay tuned for a live podcast with awesome guests. And on that note, I'm gonna stop talking. I'll see you in the next one.